My question to you and anybody in this audience is, can you point to anything substantive that Jasmine Crockett has done for Black people other than cosplay as Twerkle's the Wonder Thought every time she gets a microphone in front of her face? You can't.
And if we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, like, I mean, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, like, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you? I'm not really sure, like, what it is.
Well, but you couldn't even be married to a white woman under Jim Crow.
Correct. And it took Joy to call him out. So I'm like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, he just out here, you know, I feel like they give him his talking points and he's like, yes, massa, I got it.
Let's deal with this thought pocket, Jasmine Crockett.
I'm sorry, what you call her?
She's a thought pocket fan. Like, because here's the thing, right? I'm a huge comic book fan. You know this. You know, like I love comic. Iron Man's on my wall. Like, I love comic books, right? One of the things that I really love is going to conventions and cosplaying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look, Van, I got my Thanos double sword. Like, I get it. But my whole thing is, you grew up real privileged, right? And cute little Jazzy. She, you know, she played tennis and she has, you know, parents with a real good marriage, you know, and before she got elected, Boo Boo Cakes was speaking very properly, putting the INGs on the ends of her words. I never heard her pull out any expletives, but all of a sudden she decided to thought it up because she thought that that's the way to speak to us. The same way that Kamala Debbie Harris, the alleged Black woman, said that she's going to help Black men out by creating a plan where we can sell weed. Because, you know, all of us sell weed. I didn't get my weed starter kit at the government office, but apparently I was late that day. But she literally just lied on a platform that reaches 30 million people in audience every single day. And Mark Twain said a lie is going to go around the world before the truth has a chance to tie his shoes.
Go ahead. Preach, bro.
Byron Donalds, who is married to a white woman, that's his prerogative. You know, you're married to a Black woman, I'm married to a Black woman, right? He did not say that life for Black people was better under Jim Crow. What he said was a statistical fact that despite the horrors of legalized segregation and systemic oppression, that Black families were more intact. Now, if you don't believe him, God rest her soul, but my 89-year-old grandmother said out of all of her children, and she had like 8, 9 of them, she was popping them out. Her and my grandfather got busy.
Man, they used to pump and sweat back in the day, man. Pumping and sweating was a sport.
It really was. And my grandmother was Kobe Bryant. Like, she wasn't Jordan, but she's in the conversation. You understand what I'm saying to you? She said, because your mother was an emergency birth, she was the only one of my children born in a white hospital. All of your aunts and uncles were born in Black hospitals under Black doctors. We knew our butchers, we knew our accountants, we knew our veterinarians. We did not have to leave our community for absolutely anything. She said, my children went out here and got dogs sicked on them, hoses poured on them. And you know what they got for it? Horrible food at somebody's lunch counter that didn't want them there in the first place. Why are you going to want to have somebody cook for you that wants you to die? I don't understand that logic. All of the Black hotels, with very few exceptions, gone. All of the Black power infrastructure, gone. The Black family was the most intact family in America up until about 1970, 2 years after King's assassination. So Byron Donalds is right from a statistical perspective. He automatically acknowledged systemic racism and all that good stuff, but she wants to get on here and get sensational because she knows, like I know, that the majority of the hood electorate is not going to go and research it. They're going to take her at her word. But my question to you and anybody in this audience is, can you point to anything substantive that Jasmine Crockett has done for Black people other than cosplay as Twerkle's the Wonder Thought every time she gets a microphone in front of her face? You can't. She has advocated for things like the John Lewis bill. She's advocated for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, which still is not law. She's advocated and spoken about things, and she's cursed a whole bunch, but there's nothing substantive she has done in order to move Black people forward. And the truth of the matter is, she knows, like I know, that she doesn't have to. because Jasmine Crockett doesn't have to do anything but show up. And y'all gonna love her for it. How do you, if things are, Van, I need to understand this. If things are so bad, bro, if things are so dire for Black people, and I'm not saying that they're not, but I'm not an elected official. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker. I'm a 22-time best-selling author. I'm not an elected official. If things are so bad for Black people, how do you have time to take your aids, not acquired immune deficiency syndrome, the aids that help you in your office, and recreate the Super Bowl halftime show dance with your tongue out and your wig flapping in the wind? If you're trying to stop Donald Trump from all the bad things that he's doing, because apparently he's setting up the gas chambers, right? Isn't that what he's doing? She done called this man Hitler and every daggone thing else. If things are so dire, how do you got time to make skits like you're a guest star in SNL? How you got time to be out here cutting promos like you're Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and we're going up against WrestleMania 41? How do you have time to do this, boo-boo cakes?
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
How do you have time to put on 46.5-foot lashes on that cockeye you got? But you don't have time to address the fact that the majority of densely populated Black neighborhoods are food deserts. You don't have time to address the fact that there is not one kid in Baltimore City schools that is reading at grade level. How do you not have time to address the fact that the Biden administration for 4 years promised that they were going to stop the digital deserts of lack of broadband in densely populated Black and minority neighborhoods, and they lost $42 billion and did not lay an inch of fiber optic coil? There wasn't even a dial-up. You couldn't even go, welcome, you got mail. So how you got time, boo-boo? I'm trying to understand. And by the way, Byron Donalds is married. Where's your husband? Where is he? Oh, that's right, because ain't no real straight heterosexual man going to put up with that amount of jaw jacket. And that's not from me. That's from God himself. A man would rather live in the corner of his house than be in a marriage with a quarrelsome woman. So please, tell me how you got time for all this, baby girl. How are you serving the people? By putting on extra tight white suits like you're Janet Jackson at a Rhythm Nation celebration party? What are you doing? You look ridiculous. You look like you're wearing these pantsuits that you're wearing. You look like a cosplaying gender bent Malcolm X before he converted to Islam. How do you have time for all of this if Black people are up against the worst time in history? You ain't got one bill passed into law that's supposed to benefit Black people. We still talking about the Voting Rights Act? We still talking about this? Oh, but you sure enough have time to say this. Now, Van, and I know, okay, full disclosure. I am a scholar. I am a college professor. All of that is true. But I don't think you need a quote unquote degree to figure out that this is the dumbest thing any thought has ever said in the past 6 weeks. And it's this. It is not a crime to enter this country illegally. And she said it like that. It's not a crime. How is it not a crime if it's illegal? It can be a misdemeanor. They might charge you civilly, but it's illegal. And you know what's funny? The president said, whether you are here and you're a productive member of society, whether you are here and you are paying into the system, you're still in this country illegally. That is a crime. And I'm going to deport you. Wait, excuse me. When I say the president, let me clarify. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm not talking about Joe Biden. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm sorry, Obama. Obama. You know, the dude who made those cages that y'all say that Trump uses to separate people from their families, Obama. The one they call deporter in chief, Obama. You do realize that the guy who is now the border czar was appointed by Obama. So I'm still trying to figure out, wannabe Janet, you know, Polythought Pocket, what have you done for black people lately? Ooh, yeah.
Did you end it with a note from what have you done for me lately?
Show did.
Yo, I think I might have had the I didn't know that you was cooking like you. Like when I said that you was about to cook Jasmine Crockett, I didn't know that you was about to get me potentially canceled from Jasmine Crockett seeing this and reporting that this brother is going in on her so daggone hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fan. I forgot one thing, and then I'm gonna let you have your show back. I promise you. I have a question for you. Mathematically, and I'm not talking about Nancy Pelosi because she's been at this since my mama was in diapers. Apparently, like her and Morgan Freeman, you know, was on the same plantation, just not in the same area. But my question is, how is it if you're making $170,000 a year that you have a net worth of $9.3 million, Jasmine? Can you explain where that money come from? Where's the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money? How you getting this money, boo-boo? Whose pocket are you in? I'm trying to understand. How do you jump from $170,000 base salary? Because you're not Angel Reese. You're not Serena Williams. I'm trying to understand where the other 9.2 million is coming from. Oh, because you're just as corrupt as the Republicans you swear to hate. You're just as on the take as the rest of you politicians. And I didn't need to go to school and study political science to figure that out. I saw that in 1993 when Eddie Murphy did The Distinguished Gentleman and realized that everybody on both sides of the aisle is getting to the money. And I don't mind you getting to the money, but you can't act like you're helping black people because you ain't done nothing but set black women back 40 years with your thought-tastical rants, your cursing, and your unladylike behavior. I have 2 daughters, and I would never, in good conscience, purposely let them watch you as an example. I'd rather listen to Maxine Waters get up there with her multi-million-dollar behind who ain't done nothing for the people of Compton than have my children be subjected to the thought-tastical nonsense you bring. Now, somebody's tell me why I'm telling lies.
You know what's wild? So here's the thing, Dave. And brother, I am usually so talkative. You cannot shut me up. I always got something to say. Now, I don't mind shutting the hell up. Do your thing, brother.